Welcome back to the second half of this day. Now I hand over the stage to Fawzi Rahal, founder and managing partner of Gamut, who will tell you more about the creative combat before we listen to the three finalists who will be presenting their digital campaign pitches.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're a bit energized after lunch. And we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot of information that I'd like to share with you. And we've got a really exciting thing coming up. So, by now, I guess you're used to the fact that we have an annual competition called the Creative Combat, where we encourage young talents, whether they come from a creative design background or a copywriting background, or even a marketing and strategy background, to come up on the stage and simulate what in general is considered as a real-life pitch. Well, of course, for obvious time reasons and time constraints, we create the pitch, and I'm going to take you through a little bit of how the process is. So first, I'm going to update you on the road so far and what's happened until now. We've had people who participate or submit interest in applying for, of course, competing in the Creative Combat. Next slide, please. They're given about 7 days or 1 week to prepare for the first outline of the presentation. They share the presentation with us, and they receive feedback where they have another week to come back and fine-tune and optimize whatever it is that they received feedback on. Then we sit with them one-on-one, we look at their presentations, we try to mock and ask questions that might dig holes into their thinking, into their creative, etc. And then we expect that they optimize that and come today to present to us. The number of teams that always get selected are 4, 3 runners-up, 3 finalists, and a runner-up. For obvious reasons, because we have there were no problems or drop-offs in the first 3 teams. Our 3 participating teams are the ones who will be presenting today. Each team is made up of 2 people. We're going to get to know what they do and who they are. The format of this will be a 5-minute presentation by each team, followed by 5-minute, of course, the teams are presenting to judges, so the 5-minute presentation is in front of the judges that we'll announce in a minute. In addition to, of course, 5 minutes of a Q&A by the judges. The grand prize is a whopping $5,000, and of course, in addition to exposure and a lot of, hopefully, job offers. In terms of the problem or the brief for this year, so we know, or the problem that was offered to the teams as well. We know that sitting down for long periods of time is associated with a number of health concerns. That is a known problem. We also know that Lebanese employees do not really recognize the amount of overwhelming evidence that points to the importance of regular physical activity within your office and how it actually helps you from everything from your health side or from productivity as well. Let's look at some facts. People who have office jobs and sit, or actually get to sit to up to 15.5 hours a day. That's a scary number, especially when you know that even people who do exercise, if anyone sits for over 6 hours a day, they have a 40% higher risk of death within 15 years. These are scary numbers, and we all know that we all sit all day, every day. Of course, this is if we compare these 2 employees who sit for less than 3 hours. So what's the challenge here? What was the challenge that was given to the Creative Combat team? The challenge is to propose a creative campaign that encourages working people with a sedative lifestyle in Lebanon to introduce more physical activity into their routine. So basically, we want people to get up and start moving in a way or another, and that's what we're going to have to see what our team is going to do. The single-minded proposition, or for non-marketing people, the main message or the main concept or the main objective that has to be delivered on, the thing that the judges will be judging the teams on today, is whether or not they have managed to communicate that adapting to a more physically active lifestyle is essential for maintaining a healthy life, body, and productivity. So if, by looking at one of these campaigns, you actually get to know or understand or sincerely believe the single-minded proposition, in terms of delivery, that part is taken care of. Whether the creative is good, the presentation is bad, that's another story. In terms of assumptions for the sake of the presentation, we're talking about $50,000 of an estimated budget. So let's assume, and this includes media and production, by the way. The production time should be around 2 months. They're not, of course, restricted to this. We're not asking them for a cost breakdown. This is just for feasibility purposes. They can present in either English or Arabic. The language they present in does not affect their score. Neither does it affect whether it applies to the country or not. Some people speak only English. This competition is open to everyone around the world. The touch points are primarily digital channels. Since we have a limited budget, we'll also have to see what the other teams or what the teams or participants are coming with. I'd like to begin by introducing our judges. left to right, or Ilda Nahas, Vice Managing Director, not at Domino's Pizza MENAP at all, I'm really sorry. She's at ABC. Oh wow, flipping things. Hello. Is it okay? Ilda Nahas is from Mike's Sport. She's affected with, come on. Dalida Nahas is not Mike's Sport, Dalida Nahas is ABC. Can you please not take a picture of the slide, something clear when drawing? Last but not least, all the way from Saudi Arabia, Ibrahem Suhaibani, who is the Marketing and Sales Director for Domino's MENA, Middle East, North Africa, and Pakistan. The participants, and this is the order in which the presentations will happen. Team 1 is Asad Jafri and Nadia Marlene Karim, or Marlene Karim. Team 2 is Noor Al-Asad and Serena Bubbu. And Team 3 is Ali Shhadi and Rawad Al-Haj. I'm going to ask the first team to come up on the stage in a minute, but before I just want to have a quick chat with our judges, get you to know them and get them to know you, and maybe scare the teams a little bit more. I'm going to sit here for a second and go through. So let's start with you, Ibrahim. In terms of the brief itself, how do you feel about it? Would you be interested in such a thing as a brand? Do you feel that there's a challenge in the working office today for these health issues? Really?
Yeah, actually, when I received the brief, this subject it's touch if everyone from us. I mean, we are working in such environment, and we need to know exactly what to do with such situations. And as you mentioned in the brief, just doing the exercise, it's not enough. Sometimes you need to do more, and sometimes you have to know more about the solutions so you can adapt it. For me, yeah, as I mentioned before, if the winner accept our invitation to have and implement that program in Saudi, would love to have it there. So yeah, I'm excited too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the brief?
Actually, when I received the brief, it was quite interesting to me because we're all basically, most of us are working, and it's the quote of the day that we will start our gym or next week, and this is what we always say every week and a week. We're always working, and
but what about at ABC? What happens really in the office?
We're working and working and working. So it was quite challenging. For me, it's really quite challenging brief. It's a taboo for every person who's working. We're working long hours and sitting long hours. It's not only actually affecting our physical lifestyle, it's affecting even our work-family balance. It's affecting our mood. Nevertheless, the productivity at work as well. I would really love to motivate my team to move, and if they have time to move, because
Excellent.
It's really affecting a lot, and it can bring lots of illnesses. And it was really, I was really scared when I saw the fact that you have mentioned about the 40%. I want to die very early, so so the brief was really interesting for me.
Ilda, what about you at Mike's Sport? How do you feel about people who don't move? How does your staff usually do it? You guys are a sports shop, so I'm sure you're equally interested.
Basically, everybody has to move. This is why we're in the sports business.
Yes?
And the general audience everywhere in the world is targeting the health issue in all senses, and everybody has to actually start making this effort and doing some sports. What we're doing also is we're having our own gym, so which is just above our head offices.
Okay.
And I think this is a better solution. They will not have to tell me I have to go 1 hour to the gym. I'll have just to do something.
It's a better solution
in
for
store.
you,
It's
actually,
a better
isn't
solution
it?
for me, exactly. So we're very excited about this project, and actually I think that we could actually execute it within our offices,
as well.
And maybe we can even find a way to sell it to other industries.
Excellent. So participants, competitors, please be warned, 2 of your 3 judges are interested in actually implementing this plan, apparently. I'd like to start with the first team, which is Denka Design. That will be Asad Jafri and Nadia Marlene. Would you please join us on stage? Asad and Nadia are joining us from the United Arab Emirates and will be presenting in English. I'd like you both to quickly introduce yourself, what kind of background you have, also for the judges to be able to judge your strategy versus your creative, etc.
Sure. I am Asad Jafri. I come from a product design background. And with me, Nadia.
Yeah, I'm currently a digital art director for a startup company called MySign. And that's pretty much it.
How many years of experience does either of you have?
I have more than 10 years. I've been working from a young age, and this is what I'm passionate about, design.
You're raising expectations now, you're dropping that number.
That's fine, that's fine.
Okay, and Nadia?
Sorry?
How many years of experience of professional work
in digital, almost 3 years, and
Okay.
in print 7 years.
Okay, great. Good luck, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Ready when you are.
All right, so we've developed a fun gamey app called Shake Up. And it's basically focused on the Lebanese sedentary population. Before we talk about the app, we wanted to just skim through the causes about these issues. And if we can go down.
Okay, so we have to face the truth. We are sitting long hours at work, and it impacts your health. And the numbers are pretty scary, as we mentioned before. And now we're going to explain you a little bit more concretely what does it mean for your health. So it increases the risk of having heart attack, of having low back pain, your blood pressure, and even your brain chemistry. So we came up with an idea, a very cool app to reload your health.
Now, how the app actually works is based on your routine. So if you have basically you first feed in your data on when you start working, what kind of work situation you have, and based on that we send 2 random exercises on the first session of the day, which is light physical activity, which gives you the warm-up you need. So it basically starts reloading you from that exercise. Then the second half gives you the high intensity workout, which you need in the second half. Along with these things, it gets you tips which improve your lifestyle. And that's pretty much it. Now, to demonstrate how the app actually works, we've made a short video. So as you can see, Alex is just working on his regular routine, and he gets a notification to jump 10 times. Now you can see that the app is actually measuring that he's actually jumping by the sensors. Sarah is surprised what's going on. He gets another notification. Now, what is it? Oh, he gets rewarded. Wow, he completed the challenges, he's been doing challenges, he gets rewarded through the app. Now you can see Sarah is actually doing the exercises herself, because A, she's getting healthier, B, she's getting rewarded. So our users are actually our brand ambassadors of the app, which increases, focuses on the viral marketing that we're trying to get through the app to raise awareness about this issue. Now we can move on and we can talk about how we're going to get the challenges and rewards in place. The reason why we want to focus on the challenges and rewards is to get the active player in the region to raise awareness about the issue, to bring the users back, and give rewards to the users. A fair assumption of how many challenges would be completed is somewhere on that figure line. Potential partners could be potentially Mike Sport in this region, and we would love to partner to cross-promote this and raise awareness about this issue. Now, moving down how we can market this, Nadi would take it further for digital marketings.
Okay, so how we're going to market this? The first phase is raising awareness with a simple statement: sitting is killing you slowly. So we're gonna explain a little bit more about the numbers and the direct impacts on your health, and propose the solution, which is the app. And we're going to do that through different channels, such as Facebook and all the social media, through emailers, and we can even go in their office and have posters, flyers, and even coffee cups. The phase 2 is more about the rewards, because we think it's not enough for them to think, okay, I'm going to reload my health. I need to get something out of it. And we propose to the user to have a coupon with our sponsors. And for example, to give you an example, level 1, if you reach level 1, it's almost after 1 month, you get 20% on a cardio watch. The level 2 is on running shoes, and the level 3 on a GoPro camera. And here is the visual we are proposing to, with a call to action to download the app.
To sum it up.
And to wrap things up, you can download this app. This app is completely free, and you can get healthy out of it. And you can even compete with your friends if you want, and get healthy tips about improving your lifestyle.
Since we have a couple of more seconds, let's show on how the app actually works. So here's the app. If you just click on it, you'll go on the sign up. And once you sign up, it gets you on the Get Started screen. Now, once you get started, you fill in your details.
I'm going to have to interrupt you guys.
Sorry?
Time's up.
All right. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Shukran, Beirut.
So we have to be strict on time to be fair with everybody. Time starts now. Questions, judges. Where did you go, guys? Come back here.
Sorry.
5 minute questions begin now. Judges.
Actually, you've shown up a good presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to know, you're going to give some tips and some things. From where do you intend to have all that? Do you have an incredible source? How will you do this?
Well, we would love to partner with someone who can help us with the tips. Otherwise, there are few sites which are focusing on the tips and how you can improve. We wanted to get the content from there and give them the attributed source.
And if someone doesn't want to reply to the notification that you're giving, or cannot have the time, and they get a notification during a certain meeting or anything, how would you compensate for that?
Yeah, we have the reward function. So if you don't complete the reward in the first, when you get it, you get slightly less points. That's how it works.
Let's say if I'm in a meeting, I get the notification, and I cannot start jumping, let's say. And you have something that says that I should have been doing my exercises during those times.
Well,
so what will happen? I will not get rewarded because I was working?
Well, if you do it in half an hour, let's say later, half an hour afterwards, you would get less rewards. That's how it works. So
that's
if you wanna level up quickly,
basically you get a reward after completing 1 month. So it's not like one time you just use the app and it's funny for the first time, but you have to use it on daily basis. So if you don't complete the challenge right now, you get less points, but next time you
might get more.
So it takes more time to reach level 1.
I don't know if you want to ask something.
Questions?
Yeah. Sorry,
please.
Go ahead. You mentioned that you will publish the presentation. First of all, thank you. It's a great idea. But you mentioned that you will just publish it in a social media such as Facebook and everything. So it will be just posted and that's it. There is any idea behind it, how you will communicate it? Because we would love to know that.
So what's the thinking process behind the channels that you chose?
This is one, and two, what is the process and what is the phases that you will do?
There are 2 phases. Sorry.
No, you explained that there is a competition and there is awarded, etc. But I mean, to engage with the people in the first time, how you will communicate with them, how will all of the audience will know about it.
So this presentation can actually be used as a website as well, which talks about the same issues, shows how the app works, which can be with the banners that we have, entice them.
This is clear for me, and it's clear that everyone will just jump into the website, will know.
Are you asking about the user journey? How are we taking users from social media, let's say, to the app, back to the...
This is the part that would love to know.
Okay, so the user journey, if you don't mind.
For this part, how we are reaching the target, you mean? So Facebook is a good way first to reach the target, because we are targeting from 20 to 35 plus. And another way we were thinking to be in situ, so to have posters in the offices, and even to do a sort of demonstration, to go to them and to do a demonstration of a product. Like one guy having a notification in the middle of the open space, it just jumping to introduce the app, to introduce the product.
Thank you.
Dalida, comments, questions?
Yeah, I had a question. Actually,
Closer to the microphone, please. Thank you.
good. Okay. It's a nice presentation. I like the creativity behind the tool that you are using. I like the slogan. It's very clear, and the slogan means a lot because this is what the customer would click on first. But honestly, what I did not see a lot is you are raising awareness on the issue itself, but the way you wanted to communicate this awareness, the app, how is the app is going to be more communicated? I didn't see the strategy behind how to communicate this app to people until it reached them.
Yeah, so I mean, we're trying to learn as much as possible from you, and we'll if there's something we're lagging, we want to get those feedbacks and see what are the possible ways of improving.
15 seconds.
Improving it. But it works in a generic fashion that we have an app, we promote it, we share it with users, and then we make sure that it starts somewhere and grows virally and socially.
Time's up.
I hope that answers.
Big cheer for the first team. Remember them?
Thank you.
Remember Shake Up? I'm going to ask you about it later.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Well done. Team number 2. That would be Noor and Serena. That's the name of the team. Noor Al-Asad and Serena Bulbul from Lebanon. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Are you ready?
Hello.
Could you give us
Hi. The mic is working? Okay.
Can you hear her?
Great.
Ladies, can you give us a quick background about yourselves? How much
Okay.
experience do you have and in what?
My name is Noor Al-Asad. I'm currently a marketing manager at a company. I'm 21 years old, and I'm also a social activist. So I really fell in line with the campaign.
Hi, my name is Serena Bulbul. I'm a fresh graduate. I'm a graphic designer and I have 4 months experience. I've been working for 4 months currently in a company.
Excellent. Is the presentation up? Are you ready? Good luck.
Good afternoon. My name is Noor Al-Asad, and I'm going to be representing my team, Serena and Noor, for the Creative Combat competition.
Hi, my name is Serena. I'm the graphic designer and I'm going to let Noor walk you through the presentation.
Okay, so both Serena and I are 21-year-old ladies who sit behind a desk every day. So we decided to name our campaign Stand Up and Get Moving, because practically we just want the people to stand up and get moving. When designing the communication plan, we decided to answer 6 key questions. Who? We segmented our target audience into the behavior, the demography, and the geography. Basically, we're going to be targeting Lebanon, males and females above the age of 21 years old who engage in a sedentary lifestyle. We're going to be using this segmenting and targeting strategy throughout the whole campaign. When we decided for the 2 months to be raising awareness, creating a call to action, and also building relationships. What? As I said, we wanted to raise awareness and create a call to action. Why? Because we want change. How? By designing a digital marketing campaign that is 90% of the digital marketing and 10% of traditional marketing by us. For the first stage, which is raising awareness stage, we're going to be using social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're going to be building a YouTube channel for the online videos and using email marketing and newsletters, where we're going to be sending our target audience shots of emails announcing our campaign. You can see how our Facebook page would be looking like. In addition, we're going to be, if we can go back one slide, we're going to be launching in parallel a Google AdSense campaign in line, in consistency with the Facebook page, so that when users get to see everything, they're going to be consistent. Now, for the Twitter in specific, we're going to be growing our audience for a cost per follow, where our campaign slogans will be falling in line with "Tired of sitting down all day? Follow us and stay updated on how your life can change." And you can see other tweet examples. That is for the teaser campaign. Moving for the stage 1 for the Facebook, we're also going to be promoting our page likes by a cost per impression with the slogans, "Be part of the Lebanese initiative to stand up and get moving," in addition to telling them that by liking our page, you're going to be agreeing to our terms and conditions. For the Google campaign or the online marketing campaign, we are deciding to be targeting our audience based on interests. So we used here as example the executive website because they target also the workforce with the cover photo. If you're reading this while seated, please get moving. Now we're going to be going through some of the artwork that we're going to be using, such as "Don't sleep before sharing this because you're going to be having a good day till tomorrow because you've chosen to." We're going to be also posting timed posts, such as the sunset post, not just to tell them that it's sunset, but to tell them that they should go and walk. These are my favorite because we're going to be giving them tips on how to engage in physical activity during their work hours, and just wishing them a beautiful day today because it's a good morning. And also we're going to be targeting employees by telling no one wants a depressed employee, don't make them sit all day. And of course the timely post, which is "Good morning, don't forget to drink 8 glasses of water today." Question of the day and tip of the day, by just telling them instead of calling your coworker, you can move to their desk. And of course, these are another tips. I'm going to be moving forward. We want them to stretch after 2 hours of posting the previous post and make them take the vow. For the stage 2, which is a competition, we decided to launch a competition which is about anyone who snaps a photo or just reads this and clicks on detail gets to be having a lifestyle change with 1 year of nutrition experts and gym coaches to give them tips on how to live a healthy lifestyle. This is how our Facebook campaign will be looking like. I'm going to be going fast because I want you just to see the visual. Okay, also the online banner. We're going to be also promoting our Twitter tweets with the same slogans. And this is for the 10% of our traditional marketing campaign, which is us posting in office buildings flyers and elevators telling them, please take the stairs instead of the elevators. And university campuses are also our target market because they are future employees. Finally, I just want to tell you, we fell in love with the initiative and we decided to be the go-to destination to create relationships. So what next? I'm going to tell you, and you're going to ask me what's next.
What's next?
What's next? What? Okay, can I ask?
It is a Q&A session, so she can ask you that, actually.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for asking me. This way I can answer you with extra time from my presentation. Actually,
this is smart. She's smart.
Okay, basically, let me tell you something. Because we fell in love with the campaign, and you said you have to create a campaign, an awareness campaign, we decided to use these 2 months just to create awareness. We want to test how much the people want to engage in this lifestyle. So the next for me and for Serena was designing an app. Because instead of just going full force in an app and telling people do this, maybe we want to fail. We really don't want to fail. So we decided for the first 2 months, we choose them as a teaser campaign for our app, which makes them stand up and get moving and makes them stand up and get moving.
Do you have any idea what you want to do with the app?
Yes, of course. Stand up and get moving. We're going to be basically, do you want marketing or design, or what do you want?
I want the actual, the app, the functionality, what you're going to do with it. What is the added value that it will actually give to the employees who are sitting all day? We saw a beautiful marketing campaign, communication campaign, that could actually reach a lot of people, and still we don't know what to do with it.
The
What's
marketing
the
campaign.
final? Yes. What's the final outcome?
They
will download the app. And then?
No, the final outcome basically, as I said, it's for the 2 months we're going to be dividing them into raising awareness and of course creating a competition. So for 1 month we're going to be only raising awareness, and the other month we're going to be creating a competition, which is any participant gets to be in a draw where they will win not only one, definitely more because you have a budget, win a lifestyle change with gym experts and nutritionists for a lifestyle change. So basically this is the general outcome of our campaign. But because I said that I really love the initiative and I could not think of it of just 2 months thing, I really would want to have this app or website or Facebook page just there as a go-to destination for how-tos, people to go see videos how to live healthier, how to live better by participants in this field.
So this would be your next step after those 2 months?
Exactly, which is having an online
so
existence.
This is just a thinking process for you to judge. I don't think you can actually judge the contents of it because it's after those 2 months.
It's after, yes.
Yes, but basically it's going to be falling in line, as I said, building a relationship, telling people what to do, how to match them with people, with experts, with nutrition therapists, and really get them to have this lifestyle change.
Okay, I have a question.
Other questions, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
As Ilda said, it was a really nice presentation.
Thank you.
It's a very active presentation. Your flow from setting the target to...
I'm sorry, I can't listen.
I think you need to come closer to the mic. That's why they're raising the voice.
This is good.
It'll be better.
Okay. From choosing your target and then your communication strategy is really good. My question is the following. You know, marketing is not only about communication and getting the call for action.
Okay.
It's about budget as well.
Exactly.
You had a budget constraint at 50,000.
Of course.
Do you think you can do your communication plan at 50,000?
Exactly, because we really focused on having 90% of it on digital and 10% of it on traditional. The traditional will be the flyers and in university campuses and in workplaces. So these maybe might be a little bit of the budget. So the 90% will be digital. And as I mentioned, there's going to be cost per follow and cost per impression. So these, as us, because we have 50K budget, we can budget what is the cost per follow and what is the cost per impression. So this is the added value of our, we can really set the budget because we have a budget.
So but just let me recap what you're trying to say, that with your 50,000, you are able to go a bit with your flyers as a traditional
Can you
medium.
please repeat the question?
Yeah.
With
I'm
your
just trying
budget?
to recap to make sure that you're saying that in the 50,000, you did your simulation and you are able to target your market partially with your flyers on the old fashion medium, and you are able to boost your Facebook,
Exactly,
and
we
your
can
Facebook
do
and
that.
your app and your other
Not
social
app.
media.
App is something that I said it's next. Here I'm presenting for the 2 months thing.
So what are the social media that are going to be covered with the 50,000?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and an online marketing campaign with Google AdSense that is targeted per an audience and interest.
Okay, thank you.
Ahmed, we have 45 seconds.
No, actually, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you so
wow.
much
Thank
for the
you.
presentation. It was a
In
great
45
one.
seconds, anything?
Yes,
No.
I think that you did part of the brief. What
Okay.
was requested in the brief?
Part of the brief?
Yes, you
What
did.
did we leave out?
You left out the actual the actual outcome. You did a beautiful communication and marketing for what you actually want to do.
Okay.
But there is the actual go-to action that is not there.
Oh, okay. We decided in our campaign that the action is actually make them participate in competitions where they walk from their office to their work and take a picture while they're doing that as a proof.
But it's something that you do for a limited
Of course,
time.
of
It's not
course.
a lifestyle that they will acquire.
Exactly. Only the winners get to have this lifestyle change.
Okay, it's just one person. But
No,
you're
winners.
not changing winners.
Yes.
It's a selected number of persons.
Yes,
It's not
exactly.
just people who are doing that on a daily basis, changing their lifestyle at the office.
We're going to be doing that by creating relationships with building the Facebook page, the how-tos, the destination for a resource.
Thank you, Noor and Serena.
Thank you,
Remember them
everyone.
Thank you.
as the stand-up team. So shake up and stand up. And my mic is dead. Okay, it's back. So shake up is the first team, stand up is the second team. I'm going to ask the third team to come and join us. They've called themselves Fix Lebanon. Ali Shhadi and Rawad Al-Haj. رح تقدموا بالعربي. شو؟
رح نحكي بالعربي.
رح تحكوا بالعربي. هاي جايز. كيفكم؟ ليش عم تسلموا علي؟ ما بعرف.
ما بعرف.
أوكي.
اشتقنا
تعرفونا عن حالكم بسرعة بما انه رح تحكوا بالعربي.
علي شحادي.
أوكي.
بعرف بالعربي.
لا you can do whatever you need to.
علي
As long as you get the
شحادي
scores.
انا تي في بروديوسر ايفنت اورجنايزر انتربرنور وبارت تايم بيرسونال ترينر.
وانا رواد الحج انا جرافيك ويب ديزاينر وبشتغل مينلي مع الانترنت ستارت ابس وانا ما بتحرك خلينا نبلش.
Are you ready?
يس جو ليتس جو.
كلنا بنسمع انه السياره ما فينا نصفها لفتره طويله، بتصدي بتفضل بطاريه بتبطل تمشي. جسمنا نفس الشيء، جسمنا مكنه معقده ما لازم نوقفه لفترات طويله.
Excuse me, clicker. Okay.
انا علي شحاده ومع كل هيدا اللي قلته قبل شوي اللي بشتغله دايما مخصص 4 ساعات باليوم تتمرن وتمرن اصحابي كمان.
وانا رواد الحج ومثل ما قلت لكم بحكم شغلي مضطر اقعد كل يوم بالمكتب لساعات كثير طويله ويمكن تقريبا صار لي بلا رياضه عن جد شي 4 سنين.
رواد هيدا الشيء ما منيح، بتعرف انه الشخص اللي بيقعد 4 ساعات بالنهار بمعدل على مدى حياته رح ينقص سنتين.
شو؟ لا
سنتين.
لا صار لازم يمشي. ثانك يو. وصار لازم نغير، صار لازم اعمل سبور وكلنا لازم نعمل سبور لانه بتعرفوا سبور كثير مهمه بالحياه بالمجتمع وبالفلسفه و كم مره كل حدا فينا قال لحاله نفس الشيء. قعدنا وحبينا نطلع بالموضوع بطريقه شوي غير ولقينا انه المشكله مش انه العالم ما بتعرف انه لازم تغير، العالم منا قادره تغير لانه it defeats the lifestyle. فمن هونيك قررنا
انه نبلش بالتغيير عصغير.
عصغير
ما بدنا نخلي الناس تغير بعاداتها اليوميه، ما بدنا نخليهم يروحوا على الجيم او يعملوا رياضه اكثر، بدنا نحدد شو عم يعملوا كل يوم بطريقه طبيعيه. كلياتنا بنروح على الشغل، كلياتنا بنطلع على البيت، كلنا بنروح على السوبر ماركت، ونغير شوي بهول العادات تصير مور اكتف، تنخليكم تتحركوا اكثر.
مثل بالعربي اكل الولد تفاحه، بحالتنا هون ستيف. بس كلنا كنا بدروس العربي نشوف الفتحه والضمه والكسره وما حدا يفهم لشو او شو فايدتها ان كان بكونتكست المعنى او بكونتكست القواعد. مثل بالعربي
بدنا نفرجيكم اليوم انه الحركه عن جد بتعمل فرق. شايفين شغله هون مزبوط؟ ما حنقلكم شو هي، فهمتوها؟ بحركه صغيره بنشوف انه عن جد الحركه عملت فرق حياه اخرى. نفس الشيء اذا بنشوف السلايد الثانيه، ياسمين فيكم تفهموها مثل ما بدكم، بس بحركه صغيره صار عنا ياسمين، والحركه تعمل فرق. ومش بس باللغه العربيه، نحن قررنا نعمل هيدا الشيء تنعلق فكره الحركه بتعمل فرق براس الناس.
مثلا مشوار ماشي على السوبر ماركت ممكن ياخذ يحرق 200 سعره حراريه يلي هو بيعدل اللوح الشوكولا اللي بنبدا كلنا رايحين نشتريه. او حتى الوقفه ل4 ساعات خلال النهار على شهرين اذا ضلينا واقفين لمده 4 ساعات ممكن يساعد بحرق 1 كيلوغرام من الشحم. ومن هون طلع عنا فكره حرك، بلش التغيير على صغير يلي هي اتس ان ابلكيشن بتساعدنا نفهم المايكرو اكس يلي نحن بنعملهم يلي ممكن يساعدوا وتحطهم على سكيل اكبر شوي محل ما بنقدر نقيسهم. من الاشياء والحركات الصغيره يلي عم نشوفها بنقدر تو كوانتيفاي ذم وناخذ الستاب بدون بس بدون ما نحن نكون عم نقدم عادات جديده للشخص، بنكون عم نشتغل بعاداته الموجوده لحتى يشتغل عليها.
يعني انت ورايح على السوبر ماركت، نحن هدفنا انه بدل ما تاخذ السياره تروح مشي. هلا بنخبركم ليه. انت وطالع على البيت بدنا اياك تاخذ الدرج بدل ما تاخذ الاسانسير، وكمان هلا بنخبركم ليه.
كيف بتشتغل الاب؟ سوري، بنبلش لحالها اوتوماتيكلي بتعمل تراكنج لكل الفشخات يلي بناخذها، وبتعمل الحسابات لقد ايه عم نحرق سلوليت، لقد ايه عم نحرق فات، لقد ايه عم بتساعد القلب الهارت ريت لعنا لقدام. عندنا اهم شيء عندنا بالاب التحديات، محل ما مثلا روح امشي على قبرص يلي هي عم تعد عدد الفشخات يلي بتاخذها على قبرص مع بروجريس بار ممكن ياخذنا لمحلات. واهم شيء انه عم بتخلينا نقدر نكون عم نعمل فرق بمحيطنا وبمجتمعنا.
بعد ما عندنا كتير وقت سو
تمام.
حنمشي على السريع. هاي الاب رح تخليك تتابع كل الانجازات اللي عم تعملها، ترصد كل هاي الارقام، واهم شيء لانه الحركه بتعمل فرق بدنا اياك تعمل فرق بالمجتمع. حنفرجيكم شو رح يصير بالخطوات يلي انتم عم تجمعوها. رح يكون عندنا سبونسرز، هول السبونسر رح يكونوا عم يعملوا سبونسرشيب لتحديات. اذا وصلتوا لهيدا التحدي، اذا قدرتوا تمشوا على قبرص، ريد بول رح تقدم $10 باسمكم، واكيد هيدي من البادجت الCSR يلي كل الشركات مهتمه انها تصرفها لتدعم مؤسسات. هيدا الشيء رح يدعم البزنس، المؤسسه، والشخص رح يحس حاله انه ساعد جمعيه او هدف بحبه من دون ما عن جد يصرف من جيبته.
Thank you guys.
كنا بعد مكفيين.
Your
طيب
time
بليز
is up.
فيكم تسالونا شو حنحط على السوشيال ميديا؟
تمام.
How will you communicate it؟ كيف رح
Changing the rules for next year.
يس
Yes.
تمام. عم بيمرقوا سلايدات كثير بسرعه. نحن الطريقه يلي فكرنا فيها اولا عن طريقه من مواقع التواصل الاجتماعي من السوشيال ميديا كلهم رح نعمل كامبينز حيكونوا تيزر ريفيلر بيشتغلوا على ذس فيري هيك ساتل اذا بدك مينينج يلي ممكن يغير لها معناتها، وهدول الاشياء هن الاشياء يلي عن جد بضلهم براس العالم. غير عن هيك الاب طبعا رح تكون عم تعطي معلومات فعليه براكتيكال اكزامبلز لاشياء فينا نعملها وعلى خطوه او على سكيل اكبر شوي ممكن تاثر علينا. كمان رح نكون عم نشارك العالم بهدول الاشياء اللي هن شوي بعاد عن النيوتريشن اذا بدك كبوست، بس كمان هن براكتيكال موفز رح يقدروا يعملوهم. عم نكون عم نعتمد كمان على المؤسسات يلي نحن عم نشتغل معها عم تقدم تشالنجز بطبيعه الحال بهمهم الاكسبوجر، رح يساعدونا بالبروموشن. رح نكون عم نشتغل مع الجمعيات لانه هن رح يكسبوا من البروموشن. الجيميفيكيشن سيستم بقلب الاب رح يخلي اليوزرز تو بروموتد within themselves، وحتى نحن الشخص will be a self reward لشخصه لما عم ياخذ دعم معنوي انه هو عمل فرق على حاله بلس على المجتمع يلي حواليه.
يعني احنا حبينا ناخذ كونسبت الحركه بتعمل فرق لكذا ليفل، يعني من الحركه بجسمك لحتى الحركه بالمجتمع كيف فيك تعمل فرق من خلال تحركاتك.
كثير حلوه فكره الحركه بتعمل فرق على كل. انا كثير حبيتها بيرسونلي.
ثانك يو.
قصه الاب يلي بتعدل لك الخطوات، هيدي اب اوريدي موجوده.
هي كاب اكيد موجوده، يعني هي تكنولوجي موجوده، جوجل عندها اياها وفي كذا شركه عندها اياها، بس احنا عم نقدر نستفيد من هي التكنولوجي اللي هي هلا بس بتعدل لك خطواتك لحتى اللي نقدر كيف الشخص في يجمع اير مايلز بصير في يجمع ستيب مايلز، يعني بترجع بتحولي هول الخطوات يلي انت مشيتيهم. حبينا نحن ما نعملها ديسكاونتس، نفوت اكثر عن جد تنعمل فرق بالمجتمع وتحوليهم لتبرعات للجمعيات اللي بتحبيها.
فيك تربطها على بصينتك وتزعبر بسكور.
اذا هالقد ذكي فيك.
Go ahead guys. Questions.
اوكي انا كمان ان طونك سلوغن اللي استعملته، لانه استعملته سلوغن بالعربي وانتم بيزيكلي يو ار تارجتينج ذا ليبانيز ماركت، بس استعملته العربي باللبناني بيزيكلي اكزاكتلي باللبناني مش بالعربي. انا بقيا اتس فاليو ادد ان يور كوميونيكيشن بلان. هلا عندي كويستشن، اذا بدكم تجوا لعندي انا كسي اس ار ككمباني بدي، لانه اي توتالي اندرستاند انه نحن في كثير تولز اليوم عم بينشروا وعم بيصير في تبرعات منهم، اني بدي في يحط هيدي الساعه وفي يعرف قد ايه عم يحرق كالوريز بالنهار. الفاليو اد تبعيتكم هي انه دي كالوريز اللي عم يحترقوا فيكم تاخذوا فيهم percentages or promotions from the company that you are targeting CSR. How are you going to convince me as a marketing director to invest my CSR in your app?
Very good question.
اوكي، هلا انت عم تصرفي هاي المبلغ، يعني عندنا بادجت للCSR and we have to spend it either way.
No, I do have a budget of CSR that I can invest it in your app and I can invest it in any other code that is really more beneficial. Maybe there are a lot of codes that are in Lebanon that are really beneficial. Now, this is very interesting and a very creative idea, but how can you convince me so I would give you the 50,000 to budget your app?
اوكي، هلا يعني ابسط شغله في اقول لك اياها انه هون انت مش بس عم تفيدي الجمعيه، يعني انا اذا جيت اعطيت $10,000 للتشيلدرن كانسر سنتر استفادت تشيلدرن كانسر سنتر. انا عم اقول لك خلينا نعطي $10,000 للتشيلدرن كانسر سنتر، بس بنفس الوقت نكون عم نحسن صحه الناس. هون يعني عم نضرب مثل عصفورين بحجر. I don't see why would ليه انت حتقولي لي لا مازال عم يرجع يوصل المبلغ للجمعيه اللي انت بدك توصليها.
Very smart answer, bravo.
أنا كمان أسألك.
Just a small question. It's a great idea. يعطيكم العافية. أنا سؤالي what's next؟ يعني I mean احنا عملنا الكامبين نزلنا كل حاجه وكل الناس يعني they engaged with it. So what's next?
What's next?
Yeah.
اوكي. اذا كان هدف الكامبين هو انه يكون عم بيعمل توعيه، نحن هدفنا منها انه نحن التوعيه بنعرف انها موجوده، بس كيف عم تتوصل التوعيه هي الفرق. سو نحن بنعتقد انه الاب تبعنا بالطريقه يلي عم نوصلها للعالم عم بتركز على الاشياء. يعني انا مثلا من وراء البرزنتيشن كنت عم اخبره عن الطابق السابع بدي انزل، واكشلي نزلت بس لفكره انه ممكن يكون عم بعمل شيء بنفيشل لحالي. نحن يلي عملناه ببساطه ما اخترعنا صواريخ، بس بسطنا وغيرنا المسج وحطيناها بمحل بنعرف انه بيأثر على الشخص من جوا. The next is the app. The app will grow. The sponsorship system يلي هو بيفيد السي اس ار ممكن يتحول لماركتينج سيستم محل ما الكومبانيز فيها تحط ديسكاونت، فيها تحط فاوتشرز، فيها تحط. بس نحن حابين تكون خلصنا على سي اس ار كرمال تكون الحركه بتعمل فرق. ثانك يو.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
رح ارجع اضحككم شوي لحتى to get your idea, and now that we've seen all three, اول شيء بدي اعمله بدي اسال the audience. So في عندنا مثل ما قلنا shake up, stand up وحرك، او الحركه بتعمل فرق اذا بدكم. Starting with shake up, show of hands of who believes that that actually delivers on the brief and would convince them to use the app and actually do it. Shake up, team 1. Okay, that's. Thank you. Team 2, which is stand up. Thank you. Team 3. Okay. Judges, I'm not going to ask you what's your favorite. You put your scores. These are the ones that matter at the end of the day. Thank you all for attending this. And I want to ask you, did you, because we have some English speakers, I'd rather switch this back to English. Did you think that, did one of them convince you? And I'll start with Ilda.
Yes.
Yes, one of them did convince you. Did more than one convince you?
Yes, with a tweak.
Okay. Dalida?
Actually, one convinced me, and one I was very sad because I think that their presentation skills was unfair to them.
Okay.
They might have been able to convince more in their idea if they were more structured in the way they presented.
Ibrahim?
Actually, I think we have to combine all of them in a one campaign. If you can't just find it.
You're being a typical client now. I want some of this and some of that, and let's put it together.
No, I mean like one of them, it can be work as a teaser. The other one, it can be just the relaunch, and the other one, it can be at the latest stage to run the program for a year. I mean,
okay.
It can be scalable.
But not a single individual one of them has convinced you enough to jump on board and do it.
There is a levels, yeah.
Yes, of course.
One of them, yes, it's convinced me. Maybe since I was a copywriter, so maybe it can work with the third one better than the rest. Yeah.
All right.
And the rest, but all of them, they have a potential to develop. Yeah.
Thank you, judges. We really appreciate your time and your efforts on scoring. You've been very helpful throughout this exercise. I'd like to again thank them, Ilda, Dalida, and Ibrahim, two Nahas and a Saudi with us today. We'll collect your scores and reveal the answers towards the end of the day at the closing ceremony. Thanks everyone for attending. Thank you, participants. Excellent job, all three of you. Thank you so much.